Hello everyone, welcome back to WebLearns. Today we are going to learn about one of the most important topics in Odoo 18 security rules, also known as record rules. If you are building any real-world Odoo application, understanding security rules is absolutely essential. So make sure you watch this video till the end. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to WebLearns channel for more Odoo tutorials. And in case you missed previous discussion about how to create access rights using the XML file, please check link is given in the description. If you want to learn more about Odoo, you can go to the courses and you can see here Odoo 17, 18 and 19 development tutorial. Right? If you want to learn more about Odoo with the topic wise, you can visit the either home screen or the playlist. Here you can see the topic wise playlist also available. All right, so let's back to our main topic. What are security rules? So what exactly are security rules in Odoo? Security rules are a powerful mechanism in Odoo that controls which specific records user can access. Let me explain with a simple example. Imagine you have a student management system with 1000 students in your database. Now you have different types of users. Regular students who should see only their own profile, teachers who should see only students from their class, school's administrator who can see all students. How do you implement this? That's where security rules comes in. Security rules works at the record level, meaning they control access to individual rows in your database table. They are like automatic filters that Odoo applies whenever a user tries to access data. Now you might be thinking, wait, don't we already have access rights in Odoo? Well, that's a great question. Let me clarify the difference. So there are two levels of security in Odoo. The first level is access rights. Control access at the model level, that's the entire table defined in the ir model access.csv file. That's what we discussed in our last session, right? Answer the question, can this user access student model at all? It's like asking, let's say, do you have a permission to enter the building, right? And let me give you the security level roles. Control access at the record level, that individual rows defined in the XML files. Answer the question, which specific student records can this user see? It's like asking, like, which room in the building can you enter? Both are required. First, access rights check if you can access the model, right? Then security filters, which records do you see? Think of it this way, access rights means the main door lock and security rules means individual rooms keys. Now let's see the actual structure of security rule. So for that, let me go to the PyCharm. Let me open the custom add-ons here in the student module under security. Let me open the security.xml file. Now at the end here, I'm trying to create one simple record. Let me explain each field. So the first thing is we have to create a record under the ir.rule. Okay, you can see we created res.groups, right? Res module category. Now likewise we have to create a security rules, I mean the record rules. In this case we have to create a record for ir.rule, Okay, we can give any name of the ID, right, and it should be always unique in the specific module. Then after, let's see the field names. The name, it's a descriptive name for your rule. Model ID, which model this rule applied to. In our case, wb.student. Domain force, this is the most important part. It's a conditional that filters records. Groups, which user groups this rule applied to. Then after, you can see param read, param write, create and unlink. What operations are allowed, right? So this means, like we are using here eval. True means this model as a read, write, create and unlink, right? And now let's see the real example using our student model. Now let's start with the most common use case scenario. Like I'm giving you one first scenario. Each student should see and edit only their own profile. They shouldn't see other students' data. So for that, like we can go to here, let's say student on records only. Okay, here let's say create UID equal to user ID. Okay, and let's say we are not providing any permission for the unlink. Okay, now I'm trying to upgrade this module using the PyCharm. And if you don't know how to configure Odoo in PyCharm like this way, it will automatically upgrade the module and all. So please check editor level playlist. I already explained everything. So you can see the student on records only. The group I used is the existing group, right? The internal user. And if you see here, like settings, I'm going to, let's say, the users, and this WebLearns user as a web, I have already logged in here. If you can see here, right, I can't see any students, you see. But let's say if I'm going to here in the students, here again I can't see any of the students. The reason is it's already applied to this group, right? Let me create a new student. So you can see here, while I'm trying to create a new record, so the new button is not available, right? The thing is, it's not all about the groups, but where we define the list view, right? The list view, we actually learned a lot of stuff with the attribute level. You can see delete is 0, create 0. So actually we have disabled these options. Now let me duplicate this one, let me comment it out, and let me remove all the attributes, right? And now I'm trying to upgrade the module. Now you see the magic. Once I will refresh, you can see the new button is available, right? Let's say WebLearns. Okay, so now you can see here one record here in under the web, right? You can see. Now let me switch to the admin and refresh the page. Still I'm not able to see anything here with this admin user, right? The reason is the create underscore UID, that one is the creation, the existing students creation is under different let's say the user profile, and that's the reason we can't see all the student, right? Let me go to here in the record roles. As a temporary, I'm trying to, let's say, deactivate this role and refresh the page here, and now you can see here, right, like all 12 students is available. Also here you can, right now you can see one, right? But let me refresh, you can see all the records is available here. Now let's verify. Let me go to here in the views and let's check out like who created this user, right? So you can see those users created from Odoo bots, not as an admin also, right? And the WebLearns. Now let's again going to this record rules. Let me find out in this archived, right? And let me active this rule. Now you can see it will automatically check the rules, right? I mean the records. If that record is possible to see this user, oh no, then it won't be display here. And here let's say refresh, right? Now let's see, let me copy this one, okay, and let me paste here. Now you can see it throws the error message with the access error, right? Let me close. So yeah, like this way you can't even also copy paste the URL, okay? So it's very strict here. Let me again active the developer mode for the admin user, right? Now I hope you understood about the record rules. And one more thing is here, right? Here it's not always like you can provide here multiple groups, because this groups is a many to many field, right? As much you can provide here the groups, you can also provide the domain force. Let's say if you remember the search method, right? So over there we are also using like this, the field name, operator name, and here the value, right? So same like this way we can also create a different domains. And let's say here we can also do a lot of things, right? So there is a simple, let's say the force domain you can apply, right? This is the equal to, like this one. Well, you can also do like this, like let's say the field equal to the value, right? There is some opposite query you want to fire, right? Like the user is not created with the current user, then you can use like this, not equal to, right? You can also use here the comparison if you have like some values, the if especially to you are working with the monetary field, integer field, or let's say the float field. In this case you can directly use like this, right? Greater than equal to, less than equal to. Then after the list, it is, yeah, and the best, let's say some faculties, or let's say the internal user can access the specific students, right? Or let's say you have to exclude some students to the specific group. In this case you can use here some list like this way. Well, forgot about this 1 2 3. This is the example I have provided as a static to understand you more, okay? Then after the text matching, right? Something like, let's say you want to exclude, or let's say you want to allow specific user who having a web, right? Prefix or postfix the web, then you can use directly like or I like operator and the specific value. Then after the boolean, so equal to true, false, right? In this case you can directly use the boolean field also. Then after the logical operator, the logical operator means you can also combine and or operator. Let's say you have a complex query, let's say you want to combine like more than one condition. Let's say the field 1 should be have this value, and field 2 have a like value 2. If this condition is matched, only those records should be visible for that user. So this is the AND condition. In case you want like this but with the OR condition, then you can use here extra, like before the first condition you can add here the OR condition like this way, so it becomes as a OR. If you are not using this condition here, that means it's considered as an AND condition, right? And yeah, let's, of course you want to use and OR condition, then you can use this complex feature, right? You can see like this. Let's say the field 1 or field 2 and the 3 should be match. Either this should be match or this condition should be match. So in this case you can use here or condition, like the first field and its value and the operator, and you can see here and this value, field 2 and its value and field 3 and its value. Any of this one is true, that means the record should be accessible by the user, right? You can also add more complex domain, right, using like this way. So I hope you understood about the what is security rule, I mean the record rules, and what is the purpose and this specific model ir.rule. All right, so if you still have any doubt related to this topic, please comment below, and see you in our next session. And in our next session I'm going to show you a very this feature. So there is a one category is there, security category, and they have like own different access rules for the specific user. What we learn is only this one, on documents only, right? But in our upcoming sessions we will see all these three different categories, category groups. The student can see on records, the teachers can see only those students who assign to the specific teachers, and as a back admin role, so that admin role have like all the student accessible by that specific user. All right, so let's see in our next session.